Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. I want to give a special thank you to Ellen and Fred Meyer and Lisa Goodman for sponsoring this morning's lavish tikkun in honor of the memory of our beloved Rabbi, Rabbi Chaim, Rabbi Yisroel Wakslak, Zekel Tzaddik L'Bracha. They put a lot of effort and a whole week planning and putting it together. So thank you very much for putting it all together. Very, very special. A breakfast. Thank you also to Rebbe and Rivka Wakslak and family who sponsored breakfast throughout the week to commemorate the Yahrzeit. Rav Archik Bass, the rabbi of Lumja, states that the Torah doesn't make unreasonable demands on us. Regarding one's fellow Jew, what does the Torah say? In Vayikra, you have to love your fellow Jew. That's a command of the Torah. However, regarding a brother, where family issues are deep, and you have rivalry, you have all kinds of tension sometimes, and love may be impossible to achieve. So the Torah doesn't say to love your brother, it says one should not hate his brother. That's what the Torah says. And finally, when it comes to a rabbi, sometimes a rabbi has to rule against his congregation or a congregant. The Torah only says in this week's Torah portion, "V'nasi b'amcha lo sa'ar," and a prince in your nation you shall not curse. One is not allowed to curse a leader. Our beloved Rabbi Dr. Chaim was a special kind of leader. He was unique. He was beloved by everybody. He was a true leader in good times and bad times. Who can forget the image in my mind of Sandy, where he stood on the balcony of the outside Young Israel and directing traffic, helping people, and with construction, and he schlepped food, and whoever, whether you were Jew or non-Jew, he fed you during this time. He was a true leader, and there was no task that he wouldn't do for his beloved shul and this Young Israel and the congregation. No job, and I mean no job, was beneath his dignity. In fact, the day before he passed on, he spoke to the leaders of the shul at great length to what they can do to help the shul stay and grow, and after he was gone. That's what's on his mind even as he was passing on from this world. Reb Chaim's devotion to his family, his community here in Long Beach, and to thousands of people he touched is legendary. The book has yet to be written about the enormous amounts of chesed he and his wife, Rebbe and Rivka, have done to help so many people over the years. From the moment I met him, when he emailed me to come to the Young Israel, this Litvak became a chesed of his. I enjoyed my conversation with him immensely and treasured the times my family and I spent at his and Rebbe and Wakslak's Shabbos table. I was fortunate to work with him for so many years in bringing guest scholars to the community and to establish under his tutelage this very 8:30 morning minyan, which continues to this day in his memory. Today, the day of the Yahrzeit, should not call forth any feelings of sadness, but rather feeling of earnest reflection, introspection, and self-examination, with a view to attuning one's life on this earth to the life path of the soul above, which is constantly on the ascent. This is to say, just as the soul on high is continually rising, we say Aliyah, the Neshama has an Aliyah, rising year after year, going from strength to strength, so must all of us that are left behind on this earth who are associated with our dear Rabbi steadily go from strength to strength through advancement in Torah, avoda, worship, and the practice of good deeds. In fact, the loss of a loved one is supposed to inspire us to work even harder towards our goal. That loved one can no longer use his or her God-given abilities to better the world. A void, therefore, has been created. The loss should be a catalyst for us to double up on our efforts to use our talents to a greater degree, especially in those areas where the departed excelled, by performing good deeds, increasing our study of Torah, and utilizing the fullest, unique heavenly endowment which we have been blessed. We truly perpetuate the memory of those who are no longer with us. On the Yahrzeit, we should follow that which the Taz and the Aruch HaShulchan has stated. We're not to cry, nor are we to mourn. Rather, we're to be inspired. We should learn from a life that is no longer. We should take action in the merit of the departed, which complements those good deeds the departed did while alive. By doing so, we're not only perpetuating a memory, we're keeping the good deeds alive as well. Yehei Zichro Baruch, may the memory of our beloved Rabbi, may his memory, Rav Chaim Aram ben Yisroel Wakslak, may his memory be a blessing. He was full of life. His name is Chaim, reflects that. Aaron, he was a follower of Aaron. He pursued peace. He made peace amongst the people. May he be a Melis Yosher for all of us. Yehi Zichro Baruch. Have a good Shabbos. And tomorrow night on the radio at 9 o'clock on 6:20 a.m., we're going to do a special tribute to Rabbi Dr. Chaim Wakslak. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. on 6:20 on the AM dial. Thank you. Good Shabbos.